Good morning. Welcome to, well, Tracy and RocksChat and Crochet Vox. Guess what? I have a new ring light. Here it is. Hey, I've just unboxed this over on Rocksteady. So if you want to see it unboxed, there you go. I was actually, this is my first time I've ever using it. And I'm looking at it, I'm missing the top part of my hair, but I've come to the understanding that when I say that, you guys always say, can see you perfectly fine. I think it's just the actual camera doesn't pick up what I'm seeing. The viewer is different, I think. So I'm going to leave it where it is and see how this looks on film. And if it's fine, I won't touch it. I'm going to leave it alone. But it's good to have one that works. I'll save all the nitty gritty for Rocksteady. Otherwise, I'll just repeat myself, which is not good. So I'm kind of listening out for the postman because I've got orders being collected today and winners stuff being collected today. And I just need some tea. Where I've been fitting this up and everything, I've neglected my tea. I can't really do that. Oh, that's very nice. That's actually really, really nice. It's not my first one of the day, but it's much needed. Much needed. Oh, yeah. Gary's at work today. The world has returned back to normal. Although, having said that, he's got a week off next week. But then he's very busy. So it's not like we're going away or anything. Just got a lot to do. And yesterday, it was quite funny, really. I was out there helping him with his cutting of wood, and the sheets were huge, absolutely huge. Yeah, it was quite fun though, really, I suppose. Only because I wasn't under pressure to get videos done. I'd already filmed them earlier, so you know, I didn't have to worry of, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and like, you're delaying me. So we just did the quite a lot of it together, like the cutting, and I had to mark where he'd got to cut round and hold it while he cut it, and yeah, it was good fun, and trying to get it all done before any rain. Apparently last night there was a storm, raging storm, and it does look like we probably had quite a bit of rain because the ground's all wet out there. And I did hear rain when I first laid in bed. I thought, oh, either the air conditioning has got really loud or it's raining, and then I realised no, it is actually raining. But I never heard any thunder or anything, you know. I was just zonked completely out. So I woke up briefly and I turned over, and I should not have done that. I cannot lay on this side since my operation. It's 2 years down the line. I don't think, when the surgeon said to me after a year, what you've got is what you've left with. So I know there'll be no further improvements. And, you know, the nerve damage that I've got in that is pretty much permanent. So I'm hoping if I ever get this weight off, that will improve some and I can turn over and lay on that side. But if I do lay on it, I get a dead arm for more or less all day. And the painkillers have helped because I didn't lay on it for long. So I'm kind of a bit enthusiastic, really, that I've lost maybe a stone in weight and I've laid on it and it's not as bad. So it's kind of giving me hope that, you know, if I do manage to get weight off, which is stalled, then it'll be better, well, improved. But yeah, stalled. We had a bit of a mishap, Gary and I. Just gonna have a quick glug. Now, as I predicted, this diet has been brilliant for Gary because he's never really dieted much, and he's never done low carb, so he's kind of lost, bam, about 2 stone has just dropped off him, and it really does show. I've lost about a stone, but I've been making Gary quiches, crustless ones, you know, and they take an awful lot of eggs, but And also, it's really annoying. Sometimes that balance is just right and sometimes it's not. So he found online that the supermarkets all sold crossless quiches. So yesterday we went to Morrison's, I think it was, and we got 3. One was a quiche Lorraine, another one was another quiche, and the other one was a frittata. So last night we didn't have a massive dinner, so we sat down watching TV. We thought, right, okay, we'll have some crossless quiche. Halfway through it, I kind of said, Gary, this has got pastry. And he said, no, it's crustless. So then he like turned his over, and he'd eaten more of it than I had. And he went, it has. And I said, how can they call it a crustless quiche? Because all it doesn't have is a crust around the outside. It's still got the one underneath. So it's not crustless, is it? Crustless means there's no pastry whatsoever. So they've ruined our diet, basically. Now, no more ketosis, and we've got to go through the whole induction again. And I was going to make a cake today, and I can't now because, you know, we need to get back to square one. It's really annoying that they've done that, and we've still got one of their crustless quiches, which probably isn't. The other one, the frittata, is definitely got no pastry because it's a frittata. So I said to Gary, unfortunately, we can only buy the frittata, and we'll have to check it out because we first noticed that they did them in Tesco. But if their idea of crustless means you don't have the ring around the outside, that's pretty it's not crustless to me. So I said we should take it back. Not the one we've eaten, obviously. Can't really go, here, bleh, there's your so-called crustless quiche. Can't do that. As much as I would enjoy it, probably. You can't. So, yeah, we kind of got... And the annoying thing was, we had this most amazing dinner that Gary made. It was kind of like a slow-cooked braised steak. And all the way through, it had mushrooms in it. And all the way through eating it, he's saying, well, we're lovely with some mashed potato. So, and I said, you know, the stupid thing is, we've kind of got... What's the word? Nobbled by a crustless quiche when we could have had mashed potato and enjoyed our dinner. But no, we got nobbled by a stupid so-called crustless quiche. But I got quite a way into it before I realised there was actually pastry on the bottom. I said, all I could say to him was that it's not very cheesy, is it? It's kind of too much egg. It just tasted like an egg flan. I won't be buying it again, that's for sure. You know, even if I can't understand why you want pastry at the bottom and not on the side. What's that all about? What's the point? It's stupid. The best bit is a bit round the side. Oh well. Beggars belief. But anyway, we're kind of back to square one. And I think it'll do us good anyway, because I think we were not bending the rules, but we introduced too many carbs too soon. And I did that for Gary because I knew he was getting bored. But, you know, we're going back to kind of meats and salad. We don't really enjoy meat with veg. Sometimes we do, but only if you've got, like, cauliflower cheese with it. Anyway, enough of food. Very annoying, though. I'm just going to pause it because I've got to knock it back. I won't be able to say. That's better. I have to say, I like this ring light. But this is my first real use of it because the other video was unboxing it with the old one, which I think would have been an awful lot better had I thought, let's raise this before you tape it on. It's only sellotape. I could easily sort it out. But yeah. The other day when I sent off orders, there was something wrong with the website and it didn't print out my labels, and I had to, thankfully, I hadn't closed down the part because I knew that something had gone adrift, so I printed out my own labels. And when the postman arrived, he had one. And he said, I don't know why, but I've got all these collections, but I've only got one label. And I said, I don't know, just the bit that says bring label disappeared. So I have noticed that quite a few of the services have gone up. Not all of them, but one of them has gone up in a drastic manner. Really has. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I've not put my prices up. I've not put my postage prices up. But yeah, I guess prices are going up all over, and they were going on this morning about oil, OPEC limiting the amount of oil that they're selling, so it's obviously pushed the price up, and it's pushed it up a fair bit. So that's a really annoying thing, because you know it's coming up for when people will eventually start putting their heating on, and now everything's going to go sky high, and I know they're just profiteering. Why would OPEC only do that? So they can inflate the price. It's so annoying. They should be regulated more. Okay, let's have a look at the joke then. I've got to use the light because it's a bit of a confusing one. When you get heavier as you get older, because there's a lot more information in your head. You're just really intelligent, and your head couldn't hold any more, so it starts filling up the rest of your body. That's why. That'll explain a lot. That'll explain my bottom, wouldn't it, really? Actually, no, because I don't really have a bottom. I'm quite jealous of people who've got nice perky bottoms, because I just have a flat one. When I was younger and I first started buying jeans, I had a good bottom for jeans. You know, I used to look at my rear in the mirror and go, like these jeans. Couldn't do that anymore. It'd be like, oh, oh, it's flat, and it is. And the less weight I have, the flatter it gets, until in the end it's just a flat bony thing. And I'm going to buy one of those, you know, when I lost my weight, I'm going to buy one of those fake. Yeah, I talked about these before. When Gary and I went to, was it Brixton? That we went through the market, and there was all these pants you could buy that had fake bottoms in them. And when you look up at the windows, people were drying them. Open the sash window, stick it out to dry on a ledge, and you see all these fake bums like in the air. It's quite an experience. I've got a photo of it somewhere. But yeah, they just, you know, all this booty that you see is not real. It's just fake. It's pants with a fake bottom in it. Wouldn't that be fun? You know, if you're really into this girl and you think she's got amazing booty, you get home and, oh, it's gone. Not all of them, obviously. I'm not generalising about all booties, but what do I know? It's just, Gary, look, there's fake bottoms, like the Trades Description Act, isn't it? You know, imagine taking her home, and especially if it happens at the top half. They're gone. It's gone. Oh dear. Seriously though, I always thought chicken fillets, you know, that's the obviously if you're across the pond, I'm not talking about chicken fillets. You know those things you put in your bra, they're called chicken fillets. I don't know if you call them that where you are, but over in this country, those fake bits that give you uplift are called chicken fillets. Obviously because they look like chicken fillets. I wouldn't recommend you use real ones. You get a bit sniffy by the end of the day. Oh, I've never needed those. No, just saying. So, today, I've got an open with me that pops up. I've also got a new swatch video, and that might pop up today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Get me. I did that. I'm going to give myself asthma in a minute. I can feel it. It's making me all unnecessary. So yeah, if you know what, this neck light, ring light, I always call it a neck light. It's not round your neck, Trace. It's a ring light. This ring light is amazing value for money. Amazing value for money. I could get 3, maybe 4 for the price of my old one. Now there's a thought. So yeah, and there's other benefits, which if you watch the other video, you'll see. Oh, lovely and sunny now. Can't persuade the cat to go out though. I think it's just like, no, not in case that rain comes back, I'm staying. Can't make me. Not going out there. But at least the conservatory is nicer for her now. It's got nicer walls, not all the way down. We've got to a section where there's an awful lot of work to cut around a pipe, where the bathroom pipe work comes out. So I said to Gary, you know what you should do? You should make a box so that, you know, that's boxed in. But obviously so you can take it away should you need to work on it. But you could put it in a box. And so he's going to do that. And he really, really likes the idea of the staining and varnishing. And once he's done a swatch of it, like a practice piece, I'm going to show it to you because I think it's going to be stunning when he does it. Great idea, that. Absolutely great idea. Honestly, I feel like I've got a cough. Oh, I know why. I got the flu jab, didn't I? So I probably have got a little... Maybe not. It might just be my coater. That is disgusting, that stuff. But I did douse my feet with it. I wore a double mask. I wore a mask when I was helping Gary with the cutting because I was breathing in all the wood dust and a few, you know, shavings. And so I did put a mask on for that, but it kept going down my cleavage because I had a different top on. I went, oh, I'm going to fish all this wood out, you know. Anyway, I had a shower, got rid of it all really, but, you know. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, my coater. Oh, it's just so choking and horrible. So one mask didn't really cut it, so I put double mask on. And thankfully today I didn't smell it at all. And as soon as I'd done, I went and washed my hands with Himalayan salt scrub. Michael bought me that, and Gemma, many, many, many years ago, this box of, well, it's actually a tub of Himalayan salt scrub. And when you wash your hands with that, they feel like silk. They are absolutely amazing. And I don't know why, but I forgot all about it. And I suddenly thought yesterday, as I was, where's that Himalayan? And when I looked in, it had dried up. So I put some water in it, and it soon rejuvenates. It's brilliant stuff. And it's meant to be mega good for your hands. So I'm hoping that all my little dry areas, if you know if you can see them, see there's one there and one there. I've got one there. It's horrible, that one. But I've got, and on my fingers, I've got so many little patches of dryness. I'm really trying to get rid of them. So not just moisturising, I'm Himalayaing them. See if I can get rid of it. I've got much brighter then all of a sudden. Sun's come out. I'm going to see if I can tempt the Fluffmeister outside because, you know, all day she sits on, there's a garden chair at the end of the garden, and it was Joyce's. It was like a love seat, needs a bit of work, needs some attention. Yeah, she sits on those. That's her seat now. And she just looks, every time I go down into the Yana van, but as soon as I'm almost there, she just goes, meow. And I look up and I go, oh, hello. And she just meows at me for a bit. And then she sort of sits outside my door, meowing to come in. And I open the door of the caravan and she sits there looking at me. I go, are you coming in? And she just sits there looking at me. It's like she doesn't like me being in there. She worries that I've got into some kind of black hole. And she won't come in. One time she walked in and then run straight back out again. But she won't come in. She just won't. It's a weird cat. She's gone really odd in her old age, I tell you. She has. Bizarre. She really has. And she's gone brown. She's no longer black. It's got like a brown back. It's bizarre. Oh, I've got stuck on the word bizarre. It is bizarre though. Well, I was watching Dispatches last night about Russell Brand, who's got a massive YouTube following with his conspiracies and wellnesses and all that stuff. I've watched a few back in, well, when he first started them. And I got a little bit fed up with his ranting, so I stopped watching him. But I really liked Russell Brand. I always thought he was really funny. Apart from the Andrew Sachs thing, didn't like that at all with him and Jonathan Ross. I thought they were pathetic for doing that. Absolutely pathetic. But, you know, he always had this look of a medieval kind of, I don't know, jester about him or something. He looks like a man out of time, you know, like he should belong in days of King Arthur. But apparently he's allegedly got some kind of sexual allegations. That's the word I'm looking for. Quite a lot of them made against him, and then today they announced loads more. It's just, you know, one by one, they're all falling like skittles, aren't they? All of the people that we've always watched. And, you know, let's just say he does deny them. He does say that it was all consensual, and he denies everything. So, you know, he's saying that there's a greater conspiracy at work here, or a greater agenda. Well, don't know. Time will tell. You know, you have to be careful for what you say these days. But, you know, I really like Russell Brand. I like his kind of zany, crazy humour. So I hope they're all not true. I really do. Formula One was interesting yesterday. Oh my God. I don't know if you're a follower of Formula One, but I had a bit of a flutter. I did. I've mentioned a few times that I've got an online betting account now that I use just to, you open it with £10, they give you 30 back for free betting, and then you get 5 free spins a day and a coin drop, which may give you up to another 5. And you usually, not every single time, but usually you win a bit. So it increases your balance little by little, and then you can use that money that's accrued in there to make real bets, you know. And apart from the first initial £10 that I've uploaded, I've never uploaded a single penny. And I'd got, it's not mega, you know. Let's just say I'm not like a speculator. But I'd got it up to £23 at one point. And then in one bored day, I managed to get it down to £2 left. That was, and I probably actually have £1.75 in the end. I thought, well, this is rubbish. I'm useless at this. So the weekend, I decided, right, okay, we've got the World Cup Rugby, which me and Gary follow a bit, and Formula One. So I had this little bee in my bonnet that Carlos Sainz was going to win very soon, you know, and I just had it in my head that it's coming, it's really coming for Carlos, and more so than Charles Leclerc, who's the other Ferrari driver. What are you doing in your private life? So yeah, and I just thought Sciencey is going to do it for me. So I bet not very much money, but I bet on Sciencey to win. When I made 2 bets on Science. The first one was 33-1. Sadly, I didn't put much on it. And then he got down to 10-1 when he started doing really well in qualifying and practice. So then it went down to 10-1, and I put a bit more on. So altogether, I won about nearly £14 on Carlos Sainz. So then I bet on Fiji. I thought, you know, Fiji played really well in their last rugby match. So although they shouldn't have won, I thought, I'm going to bet on Fiji against Australia. I thought they shouldn't win, but, you know, the odds, you can't always, like England match. Couldn't bet on England. You could bet on Japan because the odds were okay, but you bet on England, you lose money. You know, it's like they're just the odds were too crap. So I thought, okay, I'm going to just have a little punt on Fiji because they played really well, and they won. So I got it right up again. And I thought, wow, you know, I had a good day. Until I got a tip or two, which turned out to be pants. But I've still got about, I've still got £13 in my little bank. So yeah, I'm not exactly a tycoon, you know, not a high roller, but it makes a little bit more interest in, you know, the sport that you're watching a little bit, like the football. I've not had a very good track record with the football, unfortunately, because the teams you really want to bet on have got really poor odds. So you're betting on an upset. You've got to be lucky with that, really. Yeah, so That was what I was doing with myself yesterday. That and holding wood and helping Gary, being a builder's mate. Oh, you know, kept me off the streets. Oh yes, as well, I also made a swatch. And I've got a feeling that that is another thing that is hurting my hands a bit at the moment. I've got a really sore bit there now because that's loose skin I pulled in. It's not nice now. But I think that's another thing that's hurting my hands, because a lot of the content of the yarn that I've got is wool. And it's only a little bit of wool on this one, a little bit of wool on that one. And I think just holding yarn is drying my hands, like taking out the moisture. And so I might find... I'm going to start wearing my rubber gloves for all washing up. And I'm not going to get my hands wet unless I'm washing them. You know, like I had to get rid of that stuff off there earlier because I can't bear the smell. When Gary puts it on his feet, I just, oh, you put that stuff on, haven't you? Ugh, disgusting. And he says, it's not that bad. Oh, it's vile. Really is. It takes my breath away. It's a horrible smell. So yeah, now I'm having to use it myself, you know. I'm not going anywhere near my own feet because they stink. But then obviously it's not a bad like BO smell. It's just, well, disgusting, nasty stuff. But if it works, I'll be happy. No sign of it working yet though. Early days. Well, to be honest with you, they are slightly better, but then sometimes that happens anyway. They get bad, they get better-ish. Then they get bad, then they get better-ish. If you wonder what I'm doing, my handbag is on the floor. And I'm just about to lose loads of stuff out of it. So here's my bag. This is the one that I always use. It's nice. Oh, hang on, it's got a bit of fluff on it now. Small, crossbody. See, this is my kind of bag. A crossbody bag. And it's got my hair on it now. But yeah, I had it in here because, and I've got my purse. This purse doesn't match it. I don't care. But I absolutely love this purse. It's a little raggly leather purse, but it's, you know, it's when they get kind of lived in and they get all kind of rounded. I love them when they're like that. And this one is beautiful, but it's navy blue. Doesn't go, but I don't care. I'm not really that. Sometimes I have bags and purses that match. And I'm very naughty, didn't put my sunglasses away. Here they are. These are my sunnies, guys. I love these sunnies. They are my, oh, two pairs identical, because if I lose one and I can't be bothered to go searching, oh, another pair. So yeah, I didn't put them away. That's naughty because I could scratch them in there. Right, well, that's it. Everything's back where it should be. So anyway, I'm going to get off, upload this and sort out what videos I'm going to put up today and maybe tomorrow and all that jazz. And if you didn't see my giveaway yesterday, it was for this. When I went out, I went in and got some more of this so that I could do a nice little giveaway and get some more for me, because you know I really love this yarn. So that was my yesterday's. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to watch Rocksteady, because the ring light, not neckline. Keep calling it that. Duh. Anyway, also really needs a little push with the watch hours. I've not been giving Rocksteady as much attention as I should. I should have been doing some live streaming on Rocksteady, getting those watch hours up, but I've kind of wavered. I need to get that done. So I might, and I always give you just a little bit of notice I'm going to do it. So yeah, maybe tomorrow I can do some live streaming, or this afternoon. But yeah, watch out for my wall. That's where I stick it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.